Our society is in transition now. Things are changing rapidly and quickly right before your eyes. The things that we used to call the norm 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago are no longer the norm now. So our society needs, in some of its concepts and frameworks, it needs to be updated. People talk about the 1950s, and we got to go back to 1950s, but we aren't in the 1950s. The game has shifted, and there's two specific games that have shifted that are going to be key in your understanding. So the two things that we have to address in this video that are outdated completely is the concept of traditional, and I'm going to break down why, plus the retirement. So before we get too far into the video, this is my disclaimer for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video. This is going to be a good informative video for you guys. And the thing about human nature is it's natural for humans to procrastinate. You guys think procrastination is just specific individuals. Most people procrastinate, which is why most people are behind. But if you fall behind now, it's going to be to your detriment and to the people around you. If you guys don't get anything else out of this video, you get this right here. By the time the problem hits your doorstep, it's too late for you to do anything about it. Just keep that in mind, whether it's an apocalypse, whether it's a change in the financial system, whether it's relationships, whatever it is. By the time it hits your doorstep, you're in deep shit. So, if you guys want to support the channel, all the ways you can support are in the description below. Whatever it means to you, if you guys like my insight, my information that I provide for you guys, don't hesitate to donate to the channel. So, the concept of traditionalism. You have women saying, we need to go back to the 1950s. We need to go back. We had the whole TradCon movement where this woman just went viral on TikTok for dressing like a 1950s woman with the blonde hair, with the dress on, which is complete nonsense because it's just a trend. It's not really feasible for today's woman, especially when the uniform has changed. Women dress now with tights on. Women have jeans. Some of them even have work suits to go to their corporate jobs. So that's just some kind of fad that just, to be truly honest, it was just some trendy fad somebody was trying to capitalize on. It's not applicable in today's culture. And if you do wear dresses, most of the women wear the short dresses or the tight dresses where they're revealing of the figure. So trying to get women to go back to the TradCon, wear dresses and have long hair, it's not going to work. The feminism is too deep, and that's a worthless cause. If you think modern women are going to come back and change today out of nowhere, you've lost your damn mind. What else is the concept of traditionalism? Literally, you have marriage, and I believe in the concept of marriage. It's the best way for a society to thrive. If you listen to the book, or I've heard the book, Shout Out to the Angry Man, he talks about, the book Sex and Cultures, how if everybody is just frivolously having sex The society is going to be in disarray and disorganized, and you're not going to have a society. You're not going to have organization. You're not going to have structure and order within the society. So the concept of marriage is what provides that structure, and I believe in it. It makes sense. That's what most people want anyways, or it's what they say they want. But if you ask most women, and most guys, they will say they want a marriage. But is that really attainable in today's culture? Men and women don't even know how to be men and women anymore. Women are feminized, dressing provocatively, sexually liberated. The whole point of a marriage in her wearing the dress is to symbolize chastity, innocence, purity. How can you be pure when you've slept with 10 plus dudes? So the concept of marriage really doesn't benefit the man at all. It's 70-30, 60-40, the woman. She gets alimony payments. So you have to pay spousal support for a woman that you aren't even in a relationship anymore. Child support. Child support makes sense on the tip of the iceberg, it makes sense. But as you look underneath the iceberg, it doesn't make sense, because the child support can be up to 6 figures a month depending on what the guy's making. A baby doesn't need that. It's clearly for the living expenses of the woman. Plus, the dynamics of the relationship is, no matter if she's right or wrong, whether she does it right and the guy fucks up, or she fucks up, she's still going to get these things. Because the concept of marriage has not been updated yet. And that's the problem. Many things in our society are not updated. And if they aren't updated, that means they're not structured properly, which means they're not good for you. This is why the concept of marriage, to be truthfully honest for you, is for beta male. And I hate to throw that because it's higher ranks. A beta male is really a high rank of male. But people throw this term around because they don't know the male hierarchy, the alpha, the sigma, the zeta, the beta, lambda, delta, omega. They just say beta and they think that's it. It's more complicated than that. But let me throw it out there for the main consumer to understand what I'm talking about. Because no rational masculine man is going to put up with things like chore play. Do you guys know what chore play is? This is one of those buzzwords that's thrown around. Chore play is you're going to do the chores around the house to please your wife so you can get lucky and have sex with her. Your wife, who you married, to have kids, to have sex with on a consistent basis, exclusive sex to her on a consistent basis, and now all of a sudden she's playing power moves, she's playing leverage tactics of sex in the marriage. How disgusting is that? So there's not unless you want to have kids or you actually meet a good woman. Other than that, this relationship shit, that's marriage shit is not it. You have grown men now that have been divorced exclusively have channels talking about this. The horrors of divorce, the horrors of marriage, sexless marriage, the politics of the marriage. Dude. So they want the women to stay the same, but the men to go back to the 1950s. When in actuality, the men have been the same the whole time. They just have declined in their masculinity. And the women are the ones that have changed monumentally. So let me touch on this concept of retirement, because this video really is the bulk of it is about the concept of things in society being outdated. Let me touch on this real fast because I don't want to make this video too long. Retirement. The concept of pensions is no more. That was for the older Gen X and the baby boomers. Now, the Gen Zers and the millennials are going to have to be dependent upon the 401ks. There's been financial speculation that Medicaid and Social Security tax will go bankrupt in the 2030s. The way that you thought you were going to retire is changing right before your face. And they're not really giving any good answers and solutions to the retirement issue. They're basically just saying we're going to have to increase the age of retirement from 65 to about 68, 70. I don't know about you guys, but I don't plan on working, not for a company, maybe for myself, but at 60 years old. Your body's too old to be working 40 hours a week. You should be chilling somewhere, enjoying your retirement, traveling with your child, your wife, or your girlfriend, whatever the hell. So, and plus there was an article that came out recently about Gen X that said hey, the majority of them will be working until they're not here anymore. What kind of life is that? So you're going to have to take it upon yourself to make the money, to invest, to get your own individual retirement account going. Because if you're depending on the companies, my friend, that ship has sailed. It sailed. Even if you are depending on a 401k, the rates of inflation are so high, and the rates of inflation will be astronomical because it's not coming down. It's going to be so astronomical 30, 40, 50 years from now that if you don't have at least over $1 million saved up in your IRA, you're wasting your time. So I just wanted to break down this video for you guys, kind of give you guys some insight to what's really going on, things that I'm noticing that I want to warn you guys about. Hopefully you guys came away with some knowledge, some new knowledge, a way to think and a way to function in today's culture. If you guys have been noticing the same thing, you guys comment your thoughts below. I'm anxious to see what you guys think about this subject. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. On the way out, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.